Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I've been getting a lot of requests to do a skincare routine video. So I'll start things off by talking about my skin in the past and the background of my skin. So I have always had really oily skin, especially growing up as a young teenager. I constantly had oily skin. I had to deal with like pimples, a little bit of acne, not so much though, it wasn't too severe, but I remember always having to deal with pimples and being really upset because, you know, I had a lot of them and it really got me down. So being a young teen growing up, I thought the best thing to do was to cover them up and pack on the foundation, which I did, and it's not that I regret it, but I just wish I had someone to tell me what to do. So I went through a lot of trial and error trying to try out different products that would suit me. I watched a lot of videos because around this time when I was a young teen, that's when YouTube started coming out, and my number one advice would be for you guys is that even though we may have the same skin type, as in combo oily, don't rely on what I use to try and fix your problems, because even though we might have the same skin type, what works for me might not work for you. So at the end of the day, it's all about trial and error. So this is what I've pretty much stuck with. These products that I'm using right now I've probably been using them for years. Like they say, don't fix what ain't broke, because this stuff works for me. So my skincare routine always begins with me taking off my eye makeup. For that, I love to use the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. This stuff is amazing. I know it may look like water in a bottle, but it's actually really good. So I love to use this with a round cotton pad. I just put a little bit of it onto the cotton pad and let it sit on my eye for a little while. So once I've let that sit on my eye for a little bit and I think that it has loosened up the mascara and whatever other eye products I have on, I then begin to pull the cotton pad outwards rather than down, because as you know, when you're doing your skincare, applying moisturizers and things like that, you should really try and pull like out and up, because pulling down really does bring down the skin, if that makes sense. So yeah, I love this stuff. It's really good. It doesn't irritate my eyes whatsoever, has no scent, and honestly, like, it does seem like it's just water in a bottle, but this stuff works wonders. So once I'm done removing as much eye makeup as I can, I try and make sure I get all of it off. But once I'm done with that, I will go in with some face wipes. So these are by the brand Lacura Essentials, which is readily available from Aldi. And if you don't know, Aldi is a grocery store here in Australia. I actually don't shop there, but I will only go in there just for these. So yeah, that's how much I love them. So they have different ranges within these wipes, but I go for the Renew ones. These are Anti-Wrinkle Q10, and they have coenzyme Q10, sweet almond oil, and vitamin E. If you know me personally, you know that I love vitamin E oil, so anything that has vitamin E with it, I'm going to pick that up straight away. So once I'm done removing my face makeup, I then will go ahead and take a shower. And I don't cleanse my face in the shower because I find that the hot water isn't really good for your face. This is what I've been told by a dermatologist. So you don't want to cleanse your face with the hot water used in the shower, because you will end up with broken capillaries and things like that, and it's just really not good for your face. It's too hot and it's just not good. So I don't cleanse my face in the shower. I will go ahead and take a shower and let the steam kind of open up my pores, which will then let my face wash and face creams and stuff penetrate deeper after I have a shower. So once I'm done showering, I'll then get out and cleanse my face. So what I use is the Olay Foaming Face Wash in Combination Oily. I love this stuff. I've been using it for years. I've gone through many bottles of it, and you can find this at Priceline, Target, Kmart, grocery stores, anything like that. It's around the $10 to $13 mark, so if you're looking for it, that's where you can get it from. So I love this stuff because it's a foaming face wash, so a little goes a long way. I just take a little teeny pea-sized amount, and that's what I use for my entire face. So most nights I will use my hands to cleanse my face, but every second or third night, especially on the days where I've worn heavy makeup, like when I've been filming, I will go ahead and use my Clarisonic. So this thing I have had for nearly 2 years now, and it has served me so well. I don't regret getting it one bit. It was expensive, but I love it. It has benefited my skin so much, and I'm so glad I got it. So if you're not aware, which I'm sure most of you are, the Clarisonic is a face exfoliator. So it's kind of like a big toothbrush for your face, and it really helps to remove any excess makeup that your cleanser or your makeup wipes didn't remove, which you'd be surprised. I actually do find that even though I have thoroughly cleansed my face and even before that wiped my makeup off, I still find stuff on this brush head. The purpose of this is to really deep clean your face and bring out all the toxins that are inside. And I might do a review on this in a future video, but I love it. I don't know what else to say. So then I will go ahead and start to tone my skin, and the toner that I've been loving is the Simple Kind to Skin Soothing Facial Toner. This is optional. You don't have to use a toner. I never used to, but I find that I do like that extra step added into my skincare. So basically the job of a toner, if you aren't aware, is to bring your skin's pH levels back to its normal state. If you think about it, when you are cleansing your skin and exfoliating it, you are stripping it of its natural oils. So your skin can freak out and start to overproduce oils for itself, which will then possibly lead to breakouts. So yeah, it's not necessary, but I do like to use it for myself because I find it really does help keep my skin clear. So I love to use this. I just take it with a round cotton pad and sweep it all across my face. So moving on to moisturizing my skin, the first thing that I apply is this. This is organic cold pressed rosehip oil, and I absolutely love it. I never thought I would get into applying an oil onto my face, but I've really been feeling that it has helped my skin glow. Honestly, my skin has not looked more glowy and fresh in a long time. Yeah, I will just take 4 to 5 drops in the palm of my hands, rub it in, and then press it into my face, and then gently rub it in, and it feels so good. It's like giving your face a little massage. And then, like I mentioned, I love vitamin E oils, so I use this stuff to kind of like spot treat my blemishes that don't want to go away. So this is just pure vitamin E oil, and you can pick it up from Priceline for about $13 or something. And I love using this for those little pesky blemishes that don't want to leave my side. I have a few on my face at the moment, but yeah, that stuff really does help. It really does help even if you have an active pimple and you put it onto that pimple before you go to bed. You'll wake up and honestly you'll find the size of it has reduced immensely. And then for underneath my eyes, I love to use the Olay Revitalizing Eye Serum, and I like to use a serum because I do find it penetrates more deeply than a cream, especially for those fine lines and that delicate area under your eyes. I just like to take a pea-sized amount to the ring finger and apply it to both my eyes. I use my ring fingers because the muscles in those fingers aren't as strong as the rest, so it's really good if you want to be gentle under your eye area, which you do. Once I have applied my eye cream, I then go into my face cream. The face cream that I have been using for years on end. I have purchased many containers of this. This is the Olay Regenerist Revitalizing Night Cream. So this stuff, it smells really good and it makes my skin look so smooth and plump when I wake up in the mornings. I find that when I wake up, my skin looks like I just had a little facelift. Like, it looks so plump and just really fresh and not tight, and I love that face cream. So I just take a little dab on my finger and apply it to my forehead, my cheeks, and then I go ahead and rub it in. So there you go, that's my skincare routine. I know it might seem a little tedious to some, but I really do enjoy taking the extra few minutes out of my evening to look after my skin. It really has benefited me in the long run. I find that I don't get many breakouts anymore unless they're hormonal, which you can't really control, but you know how it is, hormonal breakouts and all. So I have some tips for you guys. I know some of you have asked me what I do in order to keep my skin clear. As you've seen, that's my skincare routine, but I do have some tips and tricks that I do to look after it. These are really obvious, but I do find that we tend to overlook the obvious things and try and overcomplicate things to make it work. So I'm going to give you guys some tips, even though they might be really obvious. I hope they help. So tip number 1 would be to set up a skincare routine that works for you. So like I said, don't rely on the products that I use to work for you, because even though we may have the same skin type, what I like for my skin, your skin might not like. So it's important to develop a skincare routine that works for your skin type personally. Tip number 2 is to wash your makeup brushes. I am guilty of not doing this as often as I should. They say we should be washing our makeup brushes every week. Even if it just means washing your foundation brush and powder brush every week, I would totally recommend that, because those brushes would pick up the most bacteria off our face, if that makes sense. So it's really important to wash your makeup brushes regularly. Tip number 3 would be to invest in a good night cream. So like I said, the one that I use is the Olay Regenerist night cream. It is, it's not expensive as high-end ones, but it is a little bit expensive for like a drugstore type. It's $34 or something from Priceline, but it has worked for my skin really well. Like I said, it leaves my skin looking really plump and nourished, and that's what you want. You want to wake up to your skin looking fresh and glowing, and I think it's really important to invest in a night cream that your skin will love. Tip number 4 is definitely don't wear your makeup to bed. I know some people are guilty of this. I can honestly say, hand up, that I have never worn my makeup to bed. I can't do it. I feel gross. I always have to cleanse my face. I feel bad. In the next morning you'll wake up and you'll totally regret it. So just don't wear your makeup to bed. Tip number 5 is to wash your pillowcases and avoid touching your face. So it's pretty obvious that we should wash our pillowcases, but if you think about it, when you're lying there rolling around, your oils from your hair are going onto your pillowcase, and then you'll go and put your face on that. That could be a contributing factor as to why you may be getting breakouts or acne. So if you haven't tried that, change your bed sheets, your pillowcases more often, because I find that would probably help a lot. And yeah, just avoid touching your face. Don't lean on your face, because our hands carry so much bacteria from what we touch throughout the day, so it's obvious, but just don't touch your face. Tip number 6 is to exercise, and I can say that when I stopped exercising, I had a lot of breakouts, but when I was more active and exercising regularly, my skin was able to sweat out the toxins, and I didn't get as many breakouts. So exercising plays a big role in your skin, I find, because you're able, like I said, to sweat out the toxins that would come through on your skin. So exercise is definitely a good tip. So tip number 7 would be to stay hydrated. I am guilty of not doing this enough, but it's really important to drink a lot of water, not only for your body, but for your skin, because I do find when I drink more water, my skin is more thankful and it glows a little more. So drinking lots of water is a must. And the last tip is to eat your fruits and vegetables. I find when I eat like junk food, fast food type stuff, it does show up on my skin. My skin looks dull, not happy. So if you eat more wholesome and healthy food, your skin will definitely thank you for it. Alright guys, so that was my nightly skincare routine and my tips for you on maintaining and keeping clear skin. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, so you can stay updated with all the videos that I post. I hope you're all having an awesome week. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Take care.